I'm going to be in this video. Welcome back to Alchemist Angel Tarot 444. This is me, no makeup on, just doing my thing. A little different, but oh well. So anyways, I just felt a little bit Leo today, I guess. A little brave. I'm going to do a Leo reading. Excuse me. I'm going to do a Leo reading today. And this is going to be the same concept as I've been doing all week. What your spirit guides want you to know about your situation. And I start with your energy. 4 cards for your energy. Your situation can pop up in your energy. And then I try to go directly to your situation with 4 more cards. Multiple situations most likely will come out. And I will let you know what they are. So I will tell you different stories or scenarios. Even if different court cards come out, I can tell you masculine, feminine energy, give you some more details about situations. So not every situation is going to be your situation, clearly. But for the collective, I should at least hit on somebody's situation. Somebody out there, one of my Leos. And if your situation does resonate, I will give you a possible predictive outcome. Now, remember that you are the master of your own universe, and despite what some random woman on the internet says, you have control over your outcomes. So it's just a possible predictive outcome. It doesn't mean it has to be that way. So if you do hear a situation that sounds like your story, and then you hear a possible predictive outcome, just remember that you're still in control over that, okay? This is for the week of September the 19th through the 26th. So the last week of September, pretty much. Virgo season is now going into Libra season. So happy birthday to all of you, final few Virgos and Libras. So I have some cuspers out there. Happy birthday to you. I do forget to say that often, but I mean to, because I know it's important. I always remember around my birthday, though. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding. Not at all. But so then I picked 4 of these little wooden chips, stones. I call them all kinds of things, but they have little sayings on them.
Bones.
They're bones. Excuse me. I'm sorry. My editor-in-chief says that they're bones. He's also the cameraman and my best friend. So I have some of these picked out just randomly. I close my eyes and pick them out. So they're going to be for your reading, and I will place them strategically in your reading how I feel that they are supposed to be placed. I will let you know what they are, and we will always start off with a little prayer. Okay? So this is for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. For you that have a Leo in your Mercury, this could resonate with you. If you don't know your birth chart, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to continue repeating myself until somebody listens. Please know your own astrological birth chart. It's very important if you're going to watch tarot to at least know your birth chart. I'm not telling you to go out and learn everything you want to know about astrology or everything about astrology. I'm just asking you to simply look up on the internet your own personal birth chart. It's free all day long on the internet. Some sites will try to charge you. Don't fall for it. Get a free one. Astrology Cafe is a great one. There's lots of other sites that offer free birth charts. It takes 2 minutes. It will give you a list of what your sign, your placements are. So you're not just a Leo. You could be a Leo rising, and absolutely this could resonate with you. You could have a Leo Venus, a Leo Mercury, and this will resonate with you, at least one of these situations. So it's really, really important that you know your own birth chart, okay? A lot of times you'll hear me say about someone that has a lot of element in their chart, so a lot of fire, water, earth, or air. And I will say this often because it's really important. If I see a lot of swords, or different tarot cards that mean air, I could tell when somebody has a lot of air or thought going on in their life. They may be dealing with somebody who has a heavy air in their chart. Leo is a fire sign, obviously. That doesn't mean you are a fire sign. It just means that you have heavy fire in your chart, most likely. So please do look up your birth chart, your astrological birth chart. It's really important if you're going to watch tarot to at least know a little bit about yourself, okay? So let's go ahead and start with a little prayer here. Now that I've given you my boring spiel. Wah, wah, wah. I know, I get it. Okay, so. Mother, Father, help me to see in the utmost clarity for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury sign Leo, since Mercury is back in transit. This is our communication planet. So if you have a Leo Mercury, you could likely resonate with this reading. Not all my readings, but this one particularly. Please help me to see in the utmost clarity for their situation, their energy, and any possible outcomes that you want me to give the messages forward to. Please help me to do this clearly so that they can understand me. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Tongue twister. Okay, so we are going to pull 4 cards. For your energy, Leo. Leo. Somebody could be investigating you, watching you. You could be watching somebody else very closely. It could be like just an outside entity that wants to question you or wonder what you're doing, what you're up to. Has a lot of questions about your life, your history, your could have to do with like your schedule, just things in your life that's going on, and you're kind of like I really feel like you're just a little bit like, why do you want to know so much? And it could be somebody that you've been dating, but I don't really see that so far. But it could be. You could also be questioning a person that you're dating. If it is about somebody you're dating, you could be questioning their next move, their next step, what they want from this relationship, kind of questioning who they talk to, who their friends are, just trying to figure out more about this person, okay? If you recently started dating somebody, Leo, or you're just talking to them, you might be very inquisitive. You may also be very inquisitive about somebody you walked away from in the past. Somebody that you walked away from in the past, you could be wondering about what they're doing, what they're up to, what's going on in their life, or something that could tie you guys together in some sort of way. Like, say you have children in common and the school counselor called and wants to question you about what life is like at home. And so you just kind of made you kind of wonder and what's going on for the counselor to want to ask you those kind of questions, and you kind of feel a little bit withdrawn, like you're not willing to give too much information, but at the same time you kind of want to get down to the clarity of this situation. So a lot of you could be dealing with somebody that's just kind of being very nosy or poking into your business, and you could be a little bit off guard about it, like just kind of catches you off guard. Some of you could be dealing with somebody and you're kind of wondering, what's this person's plan? What's their next step? What are they up to? Do they have anybody else in their life? Maybe you're interested in somebody and you want to know more about them. Okay? So it's a very, it's something to do with something that makes you a little bit emotional. So it could have a lot to do with your children. It could have a lot to do with a relationship. It could have a lot to do with family. But you're just kind of curious as to what's going on and just kind of looking into somebody else's life a little bit more because something has caught you a little bit off guard here. You want to know what the plan is, what the next step is. Kind of how I feel. You're just like you're the Ace Ventura, the pet detective. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so besides being a little spy, Leo, and you know you are, you're going through somebody's phone or you're asking questions about somebody. Okay, I see. So there's something that's kind of keeping you up at night, maybe bothering you a little bit. It's like you're just not quite okay with the circumstances, or you just something in the back of your mind has just been bugging you. Maybe you feel like somebody's lying, or they're not who they say they are, or you just feel like maybe that there's more to the story. There's just something you're really unsure about and unclear about, and so you're trying to do your little PI investigator, Leo. That's what I see you here doing. We got the Page of Swords in your energy, the Three of Cups in your energy, the Two of Wands in your energy, the Eight of Cups in reverse. There could also be somebody from your past that you've been on and off with, and that is trying to come back around and smooth into your energy, Leo. And you're just kind of like, well, where have you been? What have you been doing? Oh yeah, that's what you've been doing. And I don't feel like you truly believe this person if that's the situation. So I've given you multiple situations here that it could possibly be. I might have a couple more for you, but so far That's what I really have. We're definitely seeing a PI Leo kind of energy here, private investigator Leo, wanting some clarity here, wondering if somebody's up to no good, if they've lied, or if they've taken something or done some, treachery behind your back, or while you were separated maybe. And I really feel like some of you, this could have something to do with children, okay, so if it's not your own children, it could be just like who your children are hanging out with. Maybe you've been questioning and wondering about the people that your kids have been hanging out with, or your siblings, your younger siblings. Maybe you question the crowd that they're hanging out with, or you could be questioning the mother or father of your children and the crowd that they're hanging out with and the people that they have around your children. You could be questioning whether or not somebody could even have a child that you didn't even know about that you're dating. You're like, what? You have kids? How many? Yeah, situation like that. So for a lot of you, this has something to do with children, and for some of you, it could even have to do with the legal system or some kind of a judgment. It could even have something to do with something that could cost you money. You're worried about something costing you money. So you could have a shared custody order and something you're worried that somebody is not being honest and not being forthright, and it could end up costing you in the end. So you have been in your head about this. Some of you could be lying to receive some kind of a benefit yourself, and hoping that it doesn't come to light, and hoping that it doesn't reflect badly on you later. Some of you could be dealing with something with your children, like say your children play sports and you usually pay for a certain amount of their equipment or whatnot, and you share these responsibilities with the other parent. And right now you're not really working, so you can't really afford to do that, and you're just kind of like, I'm in a really tough situation right now. I'm not really making the money I was making before, and you're just kind of trying to find other avenues, like trying to find out other people that could maybe help, or looking for other outlets that could be beneficial to you, so that they could even donate to or help you in these responsibilities. Because I really feel like for some of you, there's a job loss here even. Some of you could have lost a job, or at least lost some kind of income of some sort. Some of you could be paying out child support in some way or another, or have had a notice to pay child support, or a notice of a fine or a fee, or even some kind of a surprising bill that came up that has to do with your children. Like all of a sudden, senior trip is this month, and you're like, didn't have any idea about it, so it's really going to hit the bank hard. And you don't have the hours to make up for the difference, and the other parent's not really working with you here. You could also be giving money to your children, and they're saying it's for one thing, and you're starting to question and wonder what it's really for. Some of you are even see your kids on their phones, and you're starting to wonder what it is they're doing on their phones and what they're spending so much time on their phones for, and you're starting to investigate these things. And if that is the case for those of you, I'm hearing very clearly, if that is the situation, you need to look very thoroughly through their phones and start to keep better track of what is going on in their life, because there could be something here that could end up costing you money, or could cost something that's very vital. I mean, it's very risky, or it could be hazardous or harmful to your children. So please be sure to make sure you monitor your children's internet and social media very well, okay? I don't care how old they are. 35. I don't give a damn. Check their phones. No. So we have the 4 swords in the reverse here. Something that's been keeping you up, making you restless. You've really been thinking hard on it. 7 of swords in reverse. Feels like you may have thought somebody had lied or deceived you, but the truth is going to be coming out. And if there was no lie or deception here, it could have been you that lied or deceived somebody else. But I see this moving into like a better situation. Like it's going to move into calmer waters. So whatever the situation was, things will resolve themselves, especially if it has anything to do with your children. Like I said, right now you could be having some money issues, or you're feeling like you're spending a lot more than you need to be. Like there could be a lot of things that just come up this year that for your children, this class wants these fees, and this sport want up their fees by this much money, and it just seems like a lot to deal with, and you may not be getting the support from the other parent that you really need right now. You may not be getting, so there are programs out there, and you just need to really reach out, look on places on Facebook and other social media sites because there is something about the means are out there. The donations are out there. The organizations that want to help parents that are struggling are out there. Just be sure to try to put yourself out there and seek those out. If you're dealing with a child that may be being somewhat sneaky lately or on their phone a lot, and just like you've been wondering and questioning what they're really up to, spending too much time on their devices or on their social media, I would really take a good look into that. I understand that we all work and we all have jobs to do and we get home and we're tired, but there's something about this could end up affecting you. Even like they might even use your credit card and purchase something online, and now your information's on the dark web because they didn't do it in through a safe site. Could be something as simple as that, or even complex as that. Really, truly, that's not a joke. That's not something to take lightly, especially for those of you that have a nice savings account, okay? So be aware of that. Make sure you're watching your children and what they're doing on the internet, and things will unfold and things will get better. And if you are having financial struggles when it comes to dealing with matters of co-parenting or just things that your child needs and things that have just been popping up, and it seems like everything's so much more expensive these days and you just really weren't prepared for it, just know that there are outlets out there that you can reach out to, and there are people out there that will help you. Just, you got to put it out there, okay? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Let's see an outcome here. If you have, let me tell you something, Leo, if you've lied about a situation recently and it has anything to do with, like say you went to try to apply for a loan, you and somebody else, try to apply for a loan and you lied about your credit or you lied about your income, this is going to come to light, okay? So the best thing for you to do is to be completely honest about these situations, because being forthright will improve your chances of being approved for whatever this could be, okay? For a situation out there for some of you. Yeah, honesty is really, really important, okay? Honesty is really important right now. For some of you, I feel this is just popped into my head because I see the Eight of Pentacles here, the Judgment here, and the Six of Cups in the reverse. With this, somebody here could be in your family, could be not doing so well, or maybe going through a surgery or need a surgery, and they're going to need extra help around the home. You may have to take time off of work to help this person because they've always been there for you, whether it be a mother, father, aunt, uncle, somebody that was there for you growing up as a child, and they may need your help or assistance. It may even be like a possible family, kind of like a family reunion, or just something that's family related, and then somebody's really going to extra need to rely on you, or somebody's just not feeling well and they extra need to rely on you. And you may have to take time off work to deal with these things and to put that extra effort into something with your family, because it's going to fall on you as the responsible person. And try not to sweep that under the rug, because this is part of like your karma. Like, this was meant for you to take care of, and you should be not only feeling like obliged to do it, but just truly show gratitude, because for whoever this is you're doing this for, they truly have earned it, okay? The reason why I say that is we have Judgment here, the Devil in reverse, Six of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So with them coming underneath of each other like that as an outcome in a situation, yeah, somebody's not healing. Somebody's not healing here. They could be very ill. Somebody could be very ill here and not really communicating this with you, but they're going to come and ask you for some kind of help, or some kind of truth is going to come out about how much they may need your assistance. Maybe they're very prideful. Maybe they just usually are used to being able to take care of everything on their own. But there's something here, Leo, about they're really going to need to rely on you. And it may cause a little bit of trouble within your bank account, because you might have to put a little more effort out there or take a little time off work to help this family member or this person that's been there for you. They were there for you as a child or in your youth, and now it is time for you to give back, okay? This is your turn to plant that seed and show your offspring how it's done. Like, this is how we do. We take care of our elders because they took care of us, kind of thing, okay? See, so we have the Ace of Swords here, so some clear communication coming through here. Some toxic some toxic or underlying issues are going to come to light, and it's going to be dealt with, and you're going to need to work with somebody here, especially if somebody's ill or in need of healing because they've hurt themselves or just gotten themselves in a predicament, just growing old and just feeble. Whether it be just because maybe it could be a family member that drank way too much, and now they've got a bad liver, bad kidneys, and they really are depending on somebody in the family to come and show them some support and love, and especially if they could be near their deathbed. This is the truth, okay? It could somebody just be aging and not aging well. But this person, for a lot of you Leos that I'm speaking to, was there for you as a child and helped set a foundation for you to grow from and to become the person you are today. And it's now coming back on you to be there for that person, okay? So don't make excuses. We got the Ace of Pentacles here, Nine of Wands in reverse. You might be busy with your own life. You feel like, you know what, I got my own family. I really can't be there for my extended family, or I can't be there for these people anymore, or I don't want to be a part of everybody else's needs and concerns, because sometimes we can be in a perspective of selfishness or self-centeredness. But right now is not the time. Your spirit guides are telling me now is the time to really put yourself out there for those that have put themselves out there for you and sacrificed for you, especially as a child or a younger adolescent. If there is somebody that comes to you and needs your help, especially they don't usually ask, okay? It's very clear that they need extra support right now. It's very obvious. Don't ignore it, okay? Give them that extra support. Take that time off of work. Show them the gratitude and the effort that they had shown you at one point in time, whether they wanted to or not. They did it. So it's time for you to step up, Leo, and show the same and put that forward. For those of you who've been dealing with a relationship, if there's been questions and concerns you've had, and you've kind of been questioning this person about things like how they make their money, what are they really doing on this day when they say they're doing this, and you've kind of been spying on them, well, I feel like there's going to be something that comes to light. I don't think it's as bad as you thought it was, but I don't think it's going to make you necessarily happy either. However, I do see the relationship moving forward with the Ace of Pentacles here and the Nine of Wands, and you kind of letting down your guard and not be so questionable about their every little move, or not question who they really truly are, and starting to trust them more, okay? Starting to trust them more and starting to trust their intentions, okay? So those of you dealing with a new relationship and you've been spying, questioning, wondering, worrying, I really feel like those concerns are going to be put to the side, and you're going to start to feel that, hey, this is somebody that I can build with. I don't care what the rumors around town are, they're not so bad, or I don't care how secretive they might seem, a little mysterious at times, but whatever it is they're doing, they're just used to being independent, I believe, and not having to answer to anybody. So with that being said, I really feel like there's going to be some kind of a foundation set here, and some truth comes to light, and some things are just going to make you feel a lot better about the whole situation. For any of these situations that I've said, I really feel like things are going to get more stable. And if you really put yourself out there the way that you should, Leo, for anybody in your family, loved one who's been close to you, that's been there for you as a child or adolescent, I really feel you may need to humble yourself and put that extra effort in, because it's your time. It's your time to show how it's done. It's your time to sacrifice a little bit, okay? The Chariot in reverse. So this is like a repeat of cycles. This is things that maybe you didn't want to have to do, like things that are coming about or returning from the past, having to deal with past issues you thought that were done and dealt with, or even people. It could be a Cancer here from your past that you're having to deal with some issues that are arising with them, because there is some things that are just not finalized. There's some things that just need to be hashed out. There's some things that just need to be laid to rest, and it needed to be done in an honest and team effort. Okay, that's what I'm really hearing here, like an honest team effort. So it's not just going to be your way, their way, or the highway. It's got to be, let's do what's best for the group, the whole of us. Okay, but I really feel like something that you've dealt with in the past is coming back around to be dealt with again. But I really feel like it's very important for you to handle it in a different manner than you have in the past. I think you've learned from your experiences. I believe you have. So deal with this exactly the opposite way that you dealt with it last time. So whatever that means to you, Leo. Don't deal with it in the same way. Show the universe how you become wiser, and just really be the difference in the world that you want to see. Okay. And that's what I have for you guys. Thank you. Oh wait, I lied. I don't ever do that. No. Visions. So some of you could be keeping yourself literally awake at night, wondering and worrying about things that don't even exist. The questioning a new partner that about, instead of just asking them directly, you just you keep, things are just playing in your head, and you're kind of creating your own monsters and your own enemies when they don't. It's like, mm-mm. And for those of you that have had a plan to go out on your own to do some kind of a business venture, I really think the first thing you need to do before you do that is to organize and clean up your area. So that could be your home, your environment, your car, your finances, your credit. So just really start to clean those things up before you go forward with any kind of business venture right now. So if you've been considering starting a business and you want to move forward, before you do that, make sure that all your ends are nicely tucked in and everything is taken care of. A lot of you really feel like doing some spring cleaning even though it's fall. Hey, do it anyways. If that's what you feel the need to do, do it. Cleanse your environment, cleanse yourself. A lot of you need to be doing some kind of a healing of some sort. Some of you just need to be taking better care of your health, more water, more walking, more less sedentary, like less just sitting around, less cell phones, just more getting out into nature and just really going and bird watching. I don't care what you're doing, just get your ass off the couch, okay? Movement. It's really important for you to be like circulating your body and getting out and about and just enjoying the beautiful ever color changing of the leaves, and just really to take these sights in, to take the kids on a walk, to do things, outdoor sports, whatever it is. It's really important for you to focus on your health right now and to get out there and be moving around and to not be sitting around. It could really, really affect you this season because we're right past Leo season. So you were probably at the epitome of your Leo season. Like I feel pretty good during my season. I know Leos must feel pretty good during theirs. A lot more confidence. Things to kind of seem to be flowing together. But this is a time of focusing on your health and the things that are going to affect you long term. So I'm not saying go out and start a diet because diets are temporary. I'm saying make a lifestyle change, something that you can stick to for the rest of your life. So if you could stick to 3 glasses of water, extra glasses of water a day, then do that. If you could handle taking 2 laps around the block every night, then do that. Start making some kind of lifestyle changes that are going to affect you and something to do with movement and not be sitting around so much. Because I really feel for a lot of you Leos, you're just kind of getting too comfortable in the stillness of it all. Just just being sedentary and sitting around doing not much, and that's not a Leo. That's not who Leo is, and it's really time to get out there and just get yourself back into the environment, especially in the woods or long walks around the creek. It doesn't matter. Just really get out into the world and be a part of it, okay? Especially for your health. And when you focus on your health, when you're out just walking around and you're thinking to yourself, wow, my legs are really enjoying this circulation. My feet are really enjoying touching the earth. You know, it really matters. And when you really focus on that, it really intensifies the amount of exercise you're getting and does twice as much work for you when you're focused on what you're doing for your body while you're doing it. Okay? All right, that's what I have for you guys. Love you.